Hello and welcome everybody to the third in our webinar series of eCommerce Accelerated. Today we're going to be speaking about going global and how to expand your reach into those lucrative international markets. My name is Colin Staunton. I'm the Digital Marketing Manager here at Kooomo, and today I'm going to be joined by Howard, who is our Content Marketing Manager, and he'll speak through some of the platform features that will really help you to build your business internationally. So we can see here that by 2020, almost half of all online customers will purchase products from a business abroad. So this really hits home the importance of going global while staying in a localized way. So I'll just run through quickly what the agenda will be today. First of all, we'll be speaking about accepting multiple currencies and the importance of this to those international customers. Secondly, we'll speak about shipping internationally. Shipping can be a really expensive part of any distribution network, and we will show you some of the features and some of the integrated partners that we have to really help that process to be streamlined and make it as seamless as possible. Thirdly, taxes and documentation, which doesn't sound as exciting as it might be, but actually the Kooomo platform can help you to apply the correct taxes and send the correct documentation to almost any territory in the world. A real time saver and hopefully a real cost saving measure as well. Then we'll speak about going global and staying local. So this is our localization section, and this will show you how to really display your website in a local way, be that in language, local currency, and also in local tax information. Finally, we're going to finish up with a Q&A, so please feel free to get your questions in and we'll get through as many of those as we can. So I'd like to hand you over to Howard Hunt, who will now kick us off with accepting multiple currencies.
Thanks very much, Colin. Hi guys, Howard here. So firstly, you're going to want to make sure that your customers are able to check out and pay in their own currency. There's a lot of research that's been done, and a lot of the reasons why carts get abandoned is that customers might pick a product and then get to the checkout, and if the currency isn't in the one that they're used to, then they'll just abandon the cart straight away. So at Kooomo, we've got 17 years experience in trading internationally, and it's already set up to support multiple currencies. So a lot of the features that you might think you need as an add-on actually come as standard with the platform. So as you can see here, we've got PayPal, Adyen, Skrill, WorldPay, and actually many more that are available to you. They're already integrated into the platform and ready to use whenever you need them as a one-click integration. Now I'm just going to quickly open up the platform and show you some of the currencies that are available. I'm just going to go into the platform here, and if I go into settings and then I go into zones, I can show you the currencies that we're able to operate. So here are a number of the zones that we're operating in this one, and if I click on new zone, it'll bring me through to the page, and scrolling down I'll be able to show you a number of the different currencies that are already inbuilt into the platform. So just clicking on the drop down here, you can see how many currencies are here. So there's a whole host of them that you're able to select from here. So I'm just going to go into one of our customer websites and just show you what that looks like from that perspective. So if you were selling a product from, say, Germany into Switzerland, the customer is going to be able to see the product in Swiss francs. They'll check out in Swiss francs, and so they're more likely to go through with the purchase, and the cart is less likely to be abandoned. Okay, so let's move on to shipping internationally, and of course this is going to be an integral part of your global e-commerce. Having the right distribution network is so important. Having those couriers, warehouses and logistics partners is vital, and that's something that Kooomo is really powerful in. We've got this global ecosystem of partners. So they're already integrated into the platform as well, and they're ready to help you ship to every corner of the world. And this is really important because cross-border online consumer purchasing is only increasing, and by 2020 almost half of all online customers are going to be purchasing products from a business abroad. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the platform quickly again. So as you can see here, this is the list of some of the shipping integrations that we have. So there's DHL, there's FedEx, there's UPS, all of the major players that are going to be able to help you ship to all those different parts of the world. And having them already integrated means that you're not going to have an in-house nightmare, and an expensive one at that, trying to integrate a new shipping provider. One of the partners that you will have seen there is PVS. So they're actually a fulfillment warehouse as well. So if you want to use one of their warehouses that they have, they've got a global reach. You're able to use their warehouse network, and you're actually able to fulfill from their warehouses. So when an order comes in, PVS will automatically be forwarded the order to pick, pack, and ship the purchase order on your behalf. So some of the advantages of that is that you're going to get cheaper shipping rates because the fulfillment warehouse ships such large quantities for multiple vendors. And you'll also get shorter shipping times because you can actually strategically choose a warehouse to store your inventory that's actually closer to the majority of your customers. Okay, so now we're going to look at taxes and documentation. And these mere words kind of evoke dread in the hearts and minds of many online sellers. But fortunately, getting a handle on these isn't actually as daunting as you might think. And we've tried to simplify and automate a lot of the processes for you. So for example, with Swiss customs, you'll actually need 3 copies of an invoice and 5 shipping labels. So Kooomo is already set up to provide those if you're shipping into Switzerland. And there's lots of options here that you can select from in the order management panel, as you can see. And these have been developed over the years to really streamline on your processes and try and automate as many of them as possible. Okay, so moving on to the final topic, and that's going global and staying local. Customers will generally prefer to buy on websites in their own language. So even if they do speak English as their second or third language, it's really important to localize your website. And it's quite a cost-effective way of increasing your client base. So tailoring your website to feel local is going to help to reassure those global customers. Language barriers can obviously be a significant obstacle to any business. So from product names and product development to store structure, and understanding language and culture is going to allow you to compete more effectively in a local market. What we found is that lots of our customers come to us with a website in maybe 1 or 2 languages. Their sales might grow significantly and internationally, and they see huge opportunities in new territories, and they're going to want to be able to develop on that and really kind of exploit that. So for example, one of our customers, through a really successful SEO campaign, discovered that they had a significant following in Germany. And so we worked with them to localize their website into German, and now actually 30% of their business comes from Germany. So I'm just going to show you some examples of our customers. This is Havaianas, and they are selling flip-flops to every corner of the world, and they wanted a website, and it's now in 6 different languages. So you can see here I've just popped it into French, and so all of the banners, buttons, product descriptions, everything here is in French. So if I'm a French customer, I'm going to not be confused by anything that I'm seeing, and I'm going to have exactly the same kind of user experience as I would be if I was an English speaker. Omnichannel is becoming even more important in e-commerce these days, and obviously you'll see the shop finder here, and so customers can quickly and easily see the nearest store where they can either return their flip-flops or pick up in store as well. Okay, so that's it really. I'll pass you back over to Colin. I think we have a couple of questions, and we'll get cracking on those.
Thanks for all that, Howard. Some really insightful pieces about the platform there, and how to go global and stay local. So we'll run through a couple of the questions that have come in from our audience. The first one is around integrations. And the question reads, if I have a different payment gateway that is not featured, can I still accept payments through Kooomo?
So we can integrate the payment gateway that you need. That's absolutely no problem at all. What I would say is that our integrations do kind of cover pretty much every type of payment that a customer might need. But as and when integrations are added, they are available for all of our customers. So our platform is updated every 3 weeks, and that's kind of a seamless and consistent process. And so when a new payment gateway is added, that's made available for everybody.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess that's good to know. If one of our other clients is already on a payment gateway that we haven't heard of, then it really benefits the rest of the ecosystem. So the next one we have in here is about global expansion. So it says you talk about global expansion, but you haven't mentioned eBay and Amazon. Wouldn't that be a good way to test product market fit? And I think actually, Howard, I can probably take this one myself. To answer your question, yes, it's a big subject that we wanted to cover in detail, and it's a great way for international companies to test their product market fit is by putting those through Amazon and eBay. So we are actually going to be doing a webinar in a couple of weeks all about marketplaces. It's a really big subject and something that we're really strong on. So we're going to cover it in lots of detail in 2 weeks. So hopefully you'll be able to join us then, and we can really delve into that in a lot more detail. So that's really all we've got time for today. So again, thanks everybody for joining us. Our next webinar will be in a couple of weeks' time, and we'll be sending out an email reminder for that. In the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to email us or get in touch, and we'll come back to you as soon as we can. Thanks to Howard as well for all of the insight, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Thanks very much, guys. Bye bye.